Good morning, my friends. I want to share, don't mind my ring light. It's on its way out. Um, a couple of mood elevator tips today. There's some things that have just played a huge role in my journey I want to share with you that are small. Number one, make yourself playlists. Make yourself playlists for comfort. Make yourself playlists for confidence. Make yourself playlists for lightheartedness and laughter. Make yourself, playlists of your favorite comedy clips on YouTube, your favorite, make yourself lists of your favorite, most inspiring movies that you can come back to. Resource yourself. It makes such a big difference when you're working with different parts of this process. And it can really, the mirror neurons you can get from, even playlists or kind of save and bookmark favorite videos from inspirational speakers that you can come back to, especially if you have recurring pops or recurring states that you get into where you're in self-doubt or you're in overthinking or you're having anxiety. Sitting down and designing a playlist for yourself for that exact position that you find yourself in again and again is really fun all by itself. It's very mood elevating to do that all by itself. And it really makes a big difference to have that right there and keep that. The repetition really makes a huge difference. It's a great act of self-love. And I really encourage you as well to make playlists of love songs and sing them to yourself. In the mirror, not in the mirror, doesn't matter. But it's a really incredible practice to practice choosing yourself in that way. That's something most of us really need, is to feel chosen in this process. So that's a great way that you can help yourself to feel really chosen. The other thing that was shocking to me how powerful it was, because I didn't care about this at all personally before recovery, but it really makes a big difference. Posture is a big deal, but how you dress can really make a big difference in your mood. And how you're choosing, it's an exterior way you're choosing to show up for life. And that was something that actually played a really big role in my journey, was starting to practice dressing as the person I wanted to be, or dressing into a different emotion than I was in, because it was a constant reminder through, just the fact that I had clothes on, that whatever that was, whether it was specifically comforting, wearing blankets is one of my favorite things personally. But I remember the last day of my recovery that I had a really hard time walking, I wore this dress because it's one of my favorite, prettiest sundresses. And I was like, you know what? I don't care if my 9-year-old is helping me walk and so are the walls today. Like, I care about beauty. That is my highest priority. And I'm going to show up and smell the actual flowers and wear my prettiest dress and just remind myself of who I am and what I care about and what I stand for, no matter what's going on. And honestly, it left that day as that point in my journey on a really sweet note. But it's something that I just encourage you to really step into. You can cut your hair a different way. You can do, whatever. I'm a woman, so there's that. Do your makeup a different way. I had a phase where I wore floor length skirts every single day for probably like 6 months because it made me feel like a queen. And I had to walk very with a lot of, I really had to pay attention to how I was walking and walk with a lot of, finesse and care in order to not trip on my skirt. And that made a big difference in how I saw myself during that time. Big, bold colors, whatever it is. And a lot of times when you do that, it feels overwhelming. You're kind of like, I don't know if I can be that person today. And that's the point, is to kind of push yourself or invite yourself into a whole different part of your personality, into a place of more power and more expression of who you are. So those are just a couple of my favorite hacks. They're small things, but they make a really big difference when used regularly. Love you guys.